Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I love to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the teachers, the elders at GMS. And as always, peace and blessings to the elect. All right, so this is a video, that I got from the group chat. Brothers that put this in the chat. And man, we've been with saying this. We said that this was going to happen, and the crime rate is only going to increase, right? Grocery shoplifting on the rise amid soaring food prices in Canada. You see what I'm saying? So, man, the West is going down in the drain. It's going down in the drought, where these people are residing to shoplifting, right? Which it only makes sense because scarcity of food, and then on top of the prices getting high, man, it's driving these people crazy. All right, man, these people are picking and choosing what they want to pay for and what they're going to steal, and then these people are going to steal more things, right? They're going to steal our clothes. They're going to start stealing clothes, or they're going to start stealing electronics, all types of things, or really things that are necessary for life survival, which is going into Sirach 29 and verse 21. That says the chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. See that? So that's priority in life, what you need to survive on earth. Water, bread, clothing, and a house to cover shame. So ain't no surprise that these people are shoplifting, because these things are essential. Then on top of that, that's not listed, because this is the main thing, right? But on top of that, you have detergent. That's also essential. Your clothes has to be washed. Toilet paper, right? Paper towels. You see what I'm saying? Toothpaste. Those things also people are going to start stealing as well. So that let you know what time we're in. And we're in some perilous times. 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Which, let's go into the word for perilous, which we always bring this out. It's the Greek word chalapos. Shalaki. Yeah, my internet been tripping. I heard that the power had went out again early this morning, so maybe this has something to do with it. Yeah, man. Hey, we in them times. So them blackouts, it's not too far away. Maybe because in my apartment complex, the brother Shamgar, he live in the same apartments as well. We was at the gym one night, and then our ribs told us that the Wi-Fi stopped working. Then we pulled up to the apartment, and like half of the apartments, it was just dark. It was dark out there. Let me see. Try to use my hotspot. Even that was acting goofy. All right, boom. Back on. All praise to y'all, Bashem, y'all shot. So, boom. So this is 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse. And I'm going into word for chalapos. And it says hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, difficult. All right, so this is difficult times. Furious. Yep, difficult, troublesome times. And what is difficult? What is hard? Survival. All right, life is very hard out here nowadays. Unless you're a person that has money. But on top of that, life is hard. Where you have all these people taking away their lives. Like I seen on Twitter today, a 17-year-old, she jumped off the roof of a luxury apartment. She just jumped, a 17-year-old. So we see that, and we were saying it. We've been saying that the suicides was going to only increase as well. We've been saying all these things. So all these things that we're saying is coming to pass. See that? All the things that we've been prophesying, all the things that we've been saying is coming to pass. So let me go ahead and play the video.
As sky-high grocery prices take a big bite out of shoppers' bank accounts, it appears more people are resorting to supermarket shoplifting.
It doesn't surprise me because food is really expensive and people need to eat.
Concrete data is hard to come by because many cases go unreported, but one industry insider says the cost is substantial.
The average grocery store will lose anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 worth of food every single week.
Sylvain Charlebois says food thefts have risen 40% in the last 6 months, calling it a sign that Canadians are fed up with grocery companies.
If you go back a few years ago with the bread price fixing scheme, nobody went to jail, nobody was fined. The hero pay scandal, which happened during COVID, and now with food inflation being over 10%, people are upset.
Online, some actually condoning stealing groceries. Pricing people out of being able to afford food is worse than stealing food from a billionaire to survive. If grocery theft
If grocery theft is so bad, why are companies seeing record profits? Counterfeit pricing people out of. Dang, yeah. Hey, these people not playing. These people are not playing. These people are rising. Hey, look, prepare for nothing but seditious action. Counterpoint: pricing people out of being able to afford food is worse than stealing food from a billionaire to survive.
If grocery theft...
Sedition. That is about to happen. That's about to take place.
Theft is bad, why are companies seeing record profits? Food is a right, not a privilege.
Hey, food is a right, not a privilege. So, man, these people are just going to start taking it, as they're doing right now.
In 2022, food prices climbed at a rate not seen in decades, and this year not expected to bring any relief. The Canada Food Price Report estimates all grocery prices will increase by an average of 5 to 7%. A typical family of 4 will shell out an average of $16,288 on food in 2023, $1,065 more than last year, or close to $100 more per month.
We need a stronger competition bureau. I mean, the reason why people are upset out there is because they don't feel protected.
Protected from price gouging disguised as inflation.
Last week, the federal government said it's getting closer to implementing the country's first ever grocery code of conduct, a framework to enhance transparency in the food supply chain. Advocates say it would reduce the power of grocery giants and keep more money in the pockets of shoppers.
And I seen it on Twitter, and I seen it on Instagram. I'm not too sure if it was real or not, but they even had like a lock on eggs. Let me go ahead and look it up. Lock on. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but don't be surprised if they actually start to do that. You know, put a whole, like them little security thingies on the eggs, just so that if somebody try to steals it, or alarm goes off. It was going viral. It was funny. And they actually just might start doing that. Might start locking the eggs up in cages. The beef as well. All right, because people are gonna start taking them. People are just gonna start taking them. This is 2nd Ezra 15. I gotta start up a bit. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 14. This is woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. See that? For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. These people, destruction are here. It is here. And it's only going to increase in the earth. It's not going to get any better. As what we've been saying, it's not going to get any better at all. The consumption of alcohol, that's gonna skyrocket as well. Because everybody is in a miserable estate. Everybody is suffering poverty at this point. Right? Pursuant to the book of Proverbs, I give strong drink to him that is ready to perish, and they that be of a heavy heart. So man's heart is about to be made real heavy. Verse 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men. What does that mean? Sedition, an uprising, a revolt against authority. And there's going to be revolts and rebellion against authority. Because people want to eat, people want to survive. All right, people want to be treated fairly. People want rights. People want the situations in America to get better, the conditions in America to get better. right? Because, man, these American people they're seeing it. They're like, how the hell is the government, starting with Joe Biden, where are they getting all this money from to fund Ukraine? But they're not investing their money in their own home, in their own country. You see that going viral on Twitter. On Twitter, it's nothing but F Ukraine, this, that, and the third. We don't care about Ukraine, X, Y, and Z. And these people are fed up. Right? It says, in invading one another, they shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Jumping down to verse 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's also what's going to start happening. All right, not only is going to be shoplifting, but there's going to be a lot of licks being hit, which that's slang for people are going to start robbing men for their food and their houses. There's going to be none but home invasions going on. There's going to be home invasions going on. Watch. Home invasions is going to skyrocket, especially in these big cities. People are going to be getting put to death over these things, and it's not a hard thing to really it's not a hard thing to see. All right, to really intake, because we see how retarded and how much of a brute beast these people act on Black Friday over damn TV. So just imagine over food. So just imagine when there's scarcity of food, when the prices goes up even higher. Just imagine how these people are going to act. It's going to be even worse. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 5. It says, for thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Yeah, because that day is going to be a troublous day, or a troublous time. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. That's right, so that none is like it, meaning this is going to be the worst time ever. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That's right, which he's done with the elect. Pursuant to Daniel, the 12th chapter. And you go ahead and grab this. The 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. All right, because majority of these people, they're going to be SOL. And the reason why they're going to be SOL is because, according to the prophecies, majority of the people that are here or that are dwelling on earth are going to die of famine. It's the 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse, let's see here. It's up in the 20s somewhere. Yep, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 22. It says, verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be good cheap, shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And I was bringing out how back during the time of COVID, 2020 up until like 2021, our things were cheap. Our things were relatively cheap. Gas, it was cheap. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. People were going to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic for the low. I know I was doing a lot of traveling at that time. And then boom, fast forward a year later, none but great confusion and evils have grown since then. Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. See, that's so many people that are dwelling on the earth are going to perish of famine. So that's how a lot of people are going to go out, are famine. Yeah, man, every father's not playing. He's definitely bringing his wrath. He's bringing his wrath to the earth. All right, so Yahweh Tazai, if you brothers and sisters were edified. Till next time, Shalom.